Hey, what is going on, Big Dick? So today's video is a little bit different. I will be showing you guys 3 different money-making methods in EOC. Oh my god, and before the methods are ruined. These methods won't be ruined because everybody needs these supplies. And right now, okay, oh 07 players, now take a seat, you guys. This might be new news, but there's not that many botters on EOC. And these prices of these things I'm about to show you will tell you guys, of course there isn't. Because everything since oh 07 has come out has gone up double the price because, well, there's really no botters here. But anyways, there's personal botters and stuff like that, but not that many that make money here. But anyways, continuing on with the video, I might have just pissed off every single oh 07 player, but that's the honest truth. So the first method I did here, guys, was something that many people can do. It's very cheap and it's very simple, obviously. I'm sure you guys have seen it in videos before. This money-making method for me was just around 1.5 mil an hour. That is if you include the cost of watching us, that's including the cost of the unpowered orb, which at the end of this clip you guys will see I actually got these orbs for 1 GP each in the GE. But before that, I bought 1K for about 150K. I got like 90K back buying them from Middle. So they're around 150 each. The reason they're kind of cheap is because right now crafting experience is quite expensive compared to what it used to be, no matter what you do. Even battle stats, which tend to be the cheapest way to normally train it, that's cost efficient, I guess, and it's like, the time that you spend doing it, it's pretty good. It's comparable, I believe, to like Green Dragonhide bodies, which right now is like freaking 20 GP and XP, which means like 260 mil for 99 crafting. But anyways, this shit used to cost like freaking 30 mil for 99. It's kind of crazy. That's kind of good for me. I got 200 mil crafting. But yes, anyways, so this method, as you guys are looking right now, basically you run from Edgeville and you just use the air charge orb thingy on the little thing you see there, and your character will start charging. Now the nice thing about this method is that it's freaking AFK as hell. Like, your inventory takes forever to do. Now, one trip takes just about 4 minutes for me with a pack yak, so if you have like a tortoise, it'll take less time. I recommend leaving like half your inventory type of thing kind of like open, so whenever half your inventory is done, you take whatever's in your pack yak, you put those air orbs back in your pack yak, and then you take the rest of the orbs out. So you basically just do a whole inventory of air orbs, which is like freaking, I believe it's like 3 minutes or 2 minutes of AFK or so, which is pretty nice to make this much money. You will need 3 cosmic runes per orb you do, so that's a little bit of money kind of going. That value is just around, I think, 150 GP for 3 of them. They've kind of gone up, obviously, as well a little bit. They're about 160 each, 150 each. But yeah, besides that, the actual orb itself sells for 2.5K in the GE, which I'll show you guys in the end of the video that it does sell for that much. These used to be like 1.2K, 1.3K each. Before all the botters were, here, obviously. But, since then, it's kind of gone up a lot. Very close to double, I believe. It was around 1.3, 1.4K each. I remember doing these things for a long time ago. But yeah, basically doing battle stats is still one of the cheapest methods for crafting. But right now, it's like a little bit over like 15 GP and XP, I believe, which is very expensive. And it takes a while to get these actual battle stats. Now, you can obviously also do orbs like fire orbs, earth orbs, water orbs, whatever. But I think air is probably the quickest, and air orbs itself is the most expensive. So, yeah, I believe you need like 70 mage or something like that for it. I think by now most people should have 70 mage. I don't know. If not, it should take you about 2 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. But yeah, so money making itself should be a little bit over 100K, just around 100 to 105K, depending on how much you buy your orbs for, in just about 4 to like 4.5 minutes if you have a pack yak. So that does honestly value out a lot of money. I mean, 1.5 mil an hour for like AFKing and getting some magic experience, I guess you can say, is pretty damn good. Now, I do have one more method in this video that you guys will see shortly that is just about the same levels needed to do so, and it's just about a 1.1 mil experience per hour. You guys will see it soon, but anyways, the next clip is probably the best clip, well, the best money-making method of this video. I'm sure you guys already know what it is. I guess I'll just wait till you guys. Alright guys, now for the second clip, moving on to something that's a little bit more advanced than the first clip, obviously. For this one, you will need some levels. I believe it's 85 DG to enter the Frost Dragon thingy McBobber. And if you have that level, you probably already know where that place is. Obviously, I want to get here with the Slayer Ring. I use it to get to Relica. If you have Tolkal Ring, obviously, use that. Then you can get to the Fairy Rings. And then just go there. It's the first little mud skipper point place. Anyways, after testing this out for about 10 minutes, I averaged to get just about 3 million GP worth of Frost Dragon Bones within the hour, basically. You will see at the end of the clip how many I got. I sold it for just about 296K, I believe, and I made that in about 6 minutes. Now my inventory is summoning potions. Believe it or not, these things do, they make your special bar for your familiar go up. Yes, there is a special bar on EOC. It's a fucking familiar, lucky bastard. But yeah, basically you just drink those and it will make it go up by, I believe it's 1/3. I might be wrong on that. I had to double check. But yeah, these are things that you would, I'm not too sure how much they are. I mean, I've had these like since forever. Whenever I couldn't afford super restores, I used summoning potions. But yeah, you drink these and your special bar for your pack yak will go up. Obviously, if you don't have a pack yak, you won't make 3 mil an hour. You can just fill up your tortoise or whatever and then, do that. Now, I made a mistake and I brought a charm collector here. If you're going to bring that, I wouldn't advise to collect greens or golds. It's not really worth it unless you are here also for the summoning experience. Then it's not too bad an experience, but obviously way better methods out there than this. But yeah, this basically gives me about 300k GP or 3 million GP per hour. And on top of that, it gives you amazing experience, which I believe is just around a 300k experience per hour in either attack, defense, or strength. I would obviously train attack or strength. Leave defense for when you're maging, and if you want like AFK, you don't have to use any abilities. But yeah, that's the bad thing about this is that you do obviously have to use abilities. You can't just sit there and AFK up momentum. I guess you could, but your kills won't be anywhere near as fast. The experience won't be as good. You need to deal with the money. So yeah, I definitely recommend using abilities here. Just have the regular abilities on there: destroy, assault, and a few of those craps. I guess if you guys don't have a pack yak and you guys do plan on doing this for a very long time, I would definitely suggest getting one. It's going to help a lot. And I mean, 96 summoning these days can literally be obtained in like 3 or 4 days at Camping Dagonos. It will cost some money, I guess, if you do decide to use a cannon, which you don't have to. But obviously when you mage them, the runes will kind of add up. I mean, there's many methods that you can do for charms. I don't know if that's really worth making a video on. But yeah, obviously, summoning is with the charm collector and all that crap. It's been sped up by a lot lately. But I guess you could use a tortoise here and just click the charms that you get from here. And then as you're making money, you're also making charms or getting charms. And then you can slowly get 96 summoning while making money. So that's an okay idea. But definitely if I'm going to spend time here or a lot of time, I definitely want to get a pack yak. But anyways, moving on to the next clip. Now this one, you guys actually won't need much GP at all. And you guys will see it in a second. All right, now for my third money-making method, I tackled the Brutal Green Dragons. As many of you guys know, these used to be botted heavily back in the day, like a disgusting amount of botters. Now, the special thing about this place is you basically lose no time banking. If you have a Curdell ring, obviously, then, you teleport right there. Quick teleport like, Glory for Edgeril, Dual Ring, whatever, Tuckel Ring if you have that. Even the GE if you want, Varrock Tab, just quickly click it and you're good to go. Now you will see as the gear that I am actually wearing, guys, it's freaking Royal D'hide, so please don't tell me you can't afford to do this method or else, I don't know, go kill a freaking dragon or a bat. You might get its bones and you can sell them in the GE. Then you can work yourself up to a Royal D'hide by 15 fucking K. If not, just fucking go buy money. Get your mom's credit card. But anyways, Royal Crossbow is what I am using now. It's a little bit more of a higher level, I guess you can say. But I mean, you can use dual chaotics. You can use those new crossbows from those bosses at like 300 freaking mil. I'm not too sure how much better those are than Royal, but I went with Royal because I think it's probably the one that most people will have. You can use Area Bow. I believe it's probably just around the same as Royal Bow. So anyways, I got just about 110k GP from the bones and the hides in 5 minutes. I only tested it for 5 minutes because I don't really see a point in doing it more because, I mean, I included the banking and the time getting there. And combat doesn't change when you test it for 5 minutes. You're just using abilities. You're not going to use any different abilities 10 minutes from now. It's always going to be the same abilities. So it doesn't really change too much at all. You can give 10k, 5k here and there if you want. But yeah, 5 minutes, 110k GP, which in my head, that is 1 point something mil. Just like that. My calculator says 1,320k. So obviously it is better than making the air orbs. You will need some combat levels, I guess, or some combat stats. Now, once again, a nice thing about these dragons is that it is 846 range experience, I believe, each one, or melee experience, whichever one you choose to do. And I killed just about 12 in 5 minutes. So, I mean, this seems like it would be just about 120k range experience per hour, which is, to me, that's pretty damn decent. I mean, the best range experience you can get nowadays is, I believe, around 300k, 350k an hour. That's with using a cannon, which costs money, and using chins, which costs money. So, I mean, 120k an hour, it's a little bit less than half the experience per hour, and you actually profit an okay amount of cash. But yeah, the next clip you guys will see me using Drygores against these. The only reason I did this clip here was because for anyone who wants to say, I'm too poor for Drygores, I can't afford bandos or some crap, I decided just to keep it simple with the Royal D'Hide and the Archer Helm and the Archer Ring, which you don't really need at all. I used a Fury. You can use a Glory if you want. It doesn't make too much of a difference. But yeah, moving on to the next clip, I will be mealing these and testing it out as well. With this method, by the way, I got 12 kills in that 5 minutes. And for the last part of this video, guys, I just want to show you, I guess, I mean, if you want to train melee instead of range at these dragons, you can. I got exactly 1 kill less in 10 minutes of training here versus using the Royal Crossbow. So obviously not too much of a difference, but you will need, obviously, to use Drygores here. I'm not too sure exactly how Chaotix compared to Drygores, but this is what I use. I believe if you do have any Chaotix, it's probably worth using the Maul. I would say probably it's better than dual Chaotic Rapiers. But anyways, yeah. I just used the regular Drygores, the Rapiers. I think it's like 160 mil for both of them. But anyways, yeah, XP rate is just basically exactly the same, 120k, 110k experience per hour in either attack or strength, which isn't too bad, I guess. And it's 100k instead of 110k for every 5 minutes with an overload. One thing I will say though is obviously since these things are weak to range, I believe they made you a lot. So I mean I actually almost died in this clip. Wearing my bandos because I didn't really bring too much food. I mean, I wasn't really cautious about it. But yeah, I would definitely recommend bringing some food here. I didn't bring any, as you can see in my inventory. And I got very close to dying. I mean, if you don't want to bring food, then just bring more prayer pots, I guess. I'm not too sure what's cheaper, if it's either bringing sharks or bringing food or bringing more prayer pots because you want to keep soul split on them and thermal at the same time. But I just brought 1 prayer pot, so I don't really know if that was enough or not. But yeah, I'm thinking peapots might be cheaper just because it's like 2k for 1 peapot, and it's like friggin' 1k for a shark. So maybe it's worth just bringing peapots and just soul splitting the whole time and not bringing any food if you care about GP that much. But yeah, anyways, so this is basically exactly the same. If you wish to train melee while you're making money, then you can go ahead, or you can stick with the Royal Crossbow, which to me was a little more safe, I guess you can say. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it and you found it, I guess, helpful, just give it a big dick like. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess, in the next video. So hope you guys enjoyed, and giggity giggity.